there are a series of silver metrics. By a silver metric, I mean a single silver bullet kind of number. So management always likes simple answers, in spite of the fact the world isn't simple. So management will say, give me an ROI, give me a DCF, give me an NPV, just give me one number to show whether this works or not, and don't bamboozle me with science. So brand equity is seen as hurting the brain, as complicated, and as basically bamboozling senior management who want to be given one number. It's a funny thing. So silver metrics include particularly ROI, return on investment. It is currently the fashionable thing to talk about in marketing, in advertising. You all know the story, I presume, of Ormud and his donkeys, yes? No. Ormud was a donkey driver in Turkey, and he wanted to improve the ROI on his donkeys, so he gets McKinsey's along and asks their advice, and after a few months and the drop of a few $1 million, they tell him that what he should do is to increase the load carrying by the donkeys, which he can charge out, and cut the feed. He thinks he's pretty smart, but he does that, and the ROI on the donkeys goes up very nicely. Then it goes flat, so he summons McKinsey's again and says, what shall I do now? And they take some more money and take some more time, and they come back and say, what you should do now is to increase the load carried by the donkeys and cut the feed. Very good, he said. So he does, and ROI goes back up again. So after a few times, he's done this, and he's now the donkey driver with the biggest ROI in the whole of Turkey. So he throws a party, and they all come, and they all get pissed, and when they go out, surrounding the tents are a whole lot of dead donkeys. Because that's what happens to brands when you go on putting more weight on them and starving them of investment. You have to measure the health of your brands just like you have to measure the health of your donkeys. And Ormud was not measuring his main asset, which was the donkeys, and he was not measuring the health of those donkeys. And it is absolutely fundamental to being a donkey driver or a brand manager to measure the health of your asset. So you don't get off the hook with some sort of silver metric like ROI when you should be measuring brand equity or the brand health, same thing, in the first place.